Simple present tense. Usage of simple present tense. When an action happens regularly, habitual actions and universal truth. We write and say these kind of actions and situations in simple present tense. Let's take an example. I eat cake. I is the subject, eat is the verb, and cake is the object. If the subject of the sentence is plural, the verb remains in present form. Don't do any changes to the verb. Look at this. We, they, children, the boys. These are plural subjects. So the verb doesn't change with them. Now let's use eat as the verb for these plural subjects. Look at these subjects, I and you. We consider I and you as plural subjects. So the verb eat doesn't change with them also. If the subject is singular, we have to add s to the end of the present form of the verb. You can discern all the subjects. She, he, it, a child, a boy are singular here. So, we have to add s to the verb. With these singular subjects, the verb must be written as eats. When the verbs are finished with s, o, x, double s, sh or ch, for the singular subjects, we should add es at the end of the verb. Here are the examples: pass, push, watch, do, go. So we have to write them as you are discerning now. Passes, pushes, watches, does and goes. When the subjects are plural, no need to do anything. If the verb ends with y, we have to look at the letter before y. If that letter is a vowel, then we add s to the end of the verb. But if the letter before y is a consonant, we have to cut y and replace ies to the end of the verb. See these instances. She plays netball. She is the subject. It is a singular subject. Play is the verb. So, last letter of verb is y. Then, see the letter before y. It is a. A is a vowel. Then, doesn't matter, we add s at the end. Look at the next one. The mother fries fish. Here, mother is the subject. It is singular. Fry is the verb. So, the letter before y is r. R is a consonant. So, we cut y and replace ies for it. In short, we add s, es, ies only with the singular subjects. We'll take these examples. First one, she cooks well. She is a singular subject. So, we'll see the last letters. The last letter of cook is K. So add S at the end. Here we can see it has been written as cooks. Next example. The girl watches television. The girl is a singular subject. Watch is the verb. See the last letters of the verb. They are CH. If the last letters of the verb are X, O, S, double S, SH or CH, we have to add ES at the end. Here you can discern the verb has been written as watches. When the subject is plural, no need to do any changes to the verb. See these examples. First one, we drink tea. We is the plural subject. Drink is the verb. So no need to add s, es or ies to the verb. Second one, children play football. Children is the plural subject. Play is the verb. So no changes can be seen in this verb. Third one, I go to school. In English, most of the time we consider I is also a plural subject. Go is the verb, so no changes can be seen in this verb also. We use simple present tense to describe three things. They are when an action happens regularly, habitual actions, and universal truth. What are the actions happen regularly? Here are the examples. She cooks every day. Children go to school daily. He watches television at night. We often take our dinner together. I go to see my grandparents in weekends. Now you can see the example of habitual actions. I get up at 6 o'clock. I brush my teeth. She washes her hands before eating. At the interval, we share our foods with each other. Next thing is universal truth. Here are the examples. Sun rises at the east. The earth goes around the sun. The lesson is over. I suppose that you have taken a vast knowledge in using in simple present tense. Make sentences and study them daily. Stay tuned. God bless you all.